What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video, and welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Beer Reviews. Guys, we got a beer coming to us from the Big Lake Brewing Company. These guys are out of Holland, Michigan. This is their Ramarillo IPA. This is a Rye IPA. This beer comes in at 6.4% alcohol by volume and 52 IBUs. Now, guys, if you guys go to Untappd, it's going to have the wrong information on it at this point in time right now. Today is October 14th, 2017, so maybe in a future date it might be corrected. But right now, Untappd has it at, what did it have it on? 5.8% and 75 IBUs, I believe is what it was. But that has the wrong information on it. Untappd had 3.7 out of 5, and Beer Advocate had it a 3.99 out of 5. So I'm going to say to the 4 point. I'm going to turn this light on here so you guys can see my face a little better. But 4 out of 5, I'm going to say on that. A beer, A minus beer. Just getting into the A category on Beer Advocate, and B plus on Untappd. Guys, there was no YouTube videos for this ever, so this at this point in time right now, this will be the first beer review for this beer on YouTube, an amateur like myself. Guys, like I said, I don't really take myself very seriously on here. I try to give an honest review for you, but a Rye IPA should be a good IPA. I think they use Amarillo hops in here. I've seen a commercial description on here. There's what I paid for it. It's $3.49 for a 16-ounce can. I will say at this ABV level, and at that bitterness level, it's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit overpriced a little bit, I think. And maybe at a $3 or $2.99 mark might be a better deal, maybe 50 cents off, or maybe even $2.75 right around there. Maybe, and because it's in Michigan too, I don't think it's a very big distribution area. So, but I don't know what the size of this company is either. So we'll leave it at that. It has a government warning on here. It's brewed and canned by the Big Lake Brewing Company, 977 Butternut Drive number 4 out of Holland, Michigan. And guys, you can go to BigLakeBrewing.com, and I'll have it down in the description for this beer too. I believe it said it had, oh, right here it is on the back. It says our signature Rye IPA, which it is a Rye IPA, recipe using only Amarillo hops, slick rye, and plenty of deep citrus flavors from the best hops on the market. Guys, we're going to go ahead and try it. It says the glass used is a pint glass. I have my Samuel Adams tulip glass here. So, guys, let's see what this beer brings to the table, guys, all right? Like I said, 6.4% and 52 IBUs. Let's get it in a glass here, guys. Not going to give it a real aggressive pour like I did like I usually do on my beers, but it is a straight in pour. All right, guys, let's leave it right to there. There we go, guys. I'm going to bring it up here a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. All right, guys, I bring it back to light here. The presentation is a little bit of off color, maybe eggshell white color. Small bubbles on the top, maybe some just barely getting into the medium category. The head's kind of settled down. 2-finger head pour there. As I hold it up to the light, looks like your typical IPAs, that dark, nice dark amber color, maybe to the light copper, as some people say. Ascending bubbles coming up to the top. I'm not seeing any sediment. There's a little piece there. Not any sediment in the glass that I can find. It's a filter beer. I can see right through it. It's maybe a tiny bit of hop haze to it, but more or less it's a filter beer. Looks very nicely done beer, guys. Nicely done. All right, let's get a nose on it. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Right away, you can get the citrusy style hops that they're talking about. I'm getting mangoes, grapefruit, maybe some pineapple in here, mangoes. Yeah, that's really all I'm getting are those citrusy style hops. We're typical with your IPAs. And that's kind of really all I'm getting. I'm not getting any alcohol presence on the nose. Although with 6.4%, you really shouldn't be getting that anyway. Tasty beer, guys. Or actually a really good smelling beer, not tasty, because I haven't tasted it yet. All right, guys, let's throw it down the gullet. Let's see what we get, all right? Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Getting the big IPA notes like your citrusy style hops. They claim they use the Amarillo hops. Amarillo must be a citrusy style hop that gives that that grapefruit and the mango flavors. A little bit, you can tell maybe it's a little bit of the resin hops a little bit that they've used as well. I don't know if they've used pure Amarillo hops with this, because I'm getting that resiny taste to it. And you guys know, if you guys had a beer that's had hop resin in it, you kind of know it has a little bit of a chalky kind of, to me I kind of put it as a chalky kind of taste. I'm getting that. Actually, the mouthfeel on this is actually quite, it's kind of quite light. I would say light medium, more towards the light more than it is to the medium. I'm kind of surprised at 6.4% that I'm getting that lightness from the beer. Lingering bitterness. It's kind of staying on the back of the tongue. Goes down very smooth. The bitterness doesn't come on until the end of the, at least to me, until the end of the pour, or until the end of the gulp. To me, it's kind of dry a little bit because of that lingering bitterness. Maybe gives it that dry sensation. But it does seem dry for an IPA. Maybe that rye that they use in there makes it a little bit drier than your normal typical IPA would. I'm kind of digging this one, guys. I kind of like it a lot. I like the dryness of it. I'm usually more of a dry beer drinker, or even when it comes to wine, I kind of like my wine dry more than I do to the sweet style. This is more to the dry than it is to the sweet. The malts are, you can tell that they're there, but there's more of the hops than there is the malts. It's kind of more hop forward than it is to the malt. But decent beer, guys. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by it. Nice lacing on the glass here. I don't know if you guys really care about all that. I don't know if you can see it here on the camera all that well. But there's kind of some nice lacing here on the glass. It's still, I just got it out of the refrigerator, so I'm guessing it's about 35, 40 degrees, right around there. Let's go ahead and get this warmed up. I'm not going to take too long because it's just about 10 to 5, or excuse me, not 10 to 5, 5 to 5 right now. Just got done watching Michigan football against Indiana. Not very good, if you guys seen the previous video to this. Now this one, I kind of did the videos right together, but when this gets uploaded, you're going to have to go back and see that video. So, but yeah, Michigan won. Did not look very impressive. I don't know if they're as good as their 17th national ranking is, but we'll go ahead and see how that is. But guys, yeah, I'm digging this beer right now, but let's go ahead and get it warmed up, and we'll get the final assessment on it. I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Pretty tasty beer from these guys. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Now that it's warmed up, the bitterness isn't tingling here on the back of the palate, even though it does a little bit. It's pretty much subdued. All the grapefruits and the melons, the citrusy style hops are kind of pressed down here too a little bit. Very tasty beer, very, very good. I just got a little bit left here. It is just about an hour now. I've been sitting here sipping on it, watching the Georgia Tech Miami game. That was after the Michigan Indiana game. I like it quite a bit. I do. Very good job by the Big Lake Brewing Company. Let's get the final chugging, guys. I'll give the final assessment. Cheers. Tasty. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. My only qualm about it is the $3.49 price tag. I'm guessing that's a suggested retail price for this beer. Maybe, and I got it at Horrocks, right here on the west side of Lansing. So maybe there's a little bit of a price markup on it. Was it good as a $3.49 beer? No, I don't think it's at that price level. Even though it's in a pint can, it has been wrapped, because you can tell it's kind of the stick-on label style. I guess I just don't, I really don't know if it's worth that price. I kind of wish it was maybe 50 cents, 75 cents less, maybe $2.75, $2.99, right around there. I don't think it's quite to the $3.50 level. That's just my own personal opinion. But it is good beer. I'm not dogging them for it. It's just that the price level is maybe a little high for this beer, especially at a 16 ounce. 6 of these is going to cost you about $20 for a 6-pack of the pint cans. I think most people are kind of going to be pushed away if they even do that. Or at a 4-pack price, or at $12. Again, probably going to be pushed away by that price point, but usually at a 4 and a 6 pack, usually get a little bit of a price break, but still, I mean, at that price level, I would suggest maybe a little, maybe some other beers that are less priced and at the same alcohol level that are just as good. So, and I don't think there's a bottled on or a canned on date on here. I didn't see one. Even when I tore the label off, I didn't see one. There's no canned on or a bottled on date, so I don't even know when this is put in the can either. Another kind of ding to these guys, but overall score for this guy is putting those two things into account. The price and no canned on or even an enjoyed by date. It's not even on here. I didn't look at it all that well either, I'll admit. But I didn't see one that stuck out right to usually they're printed right here on the bottom of the can. I didn't see one. With that being said, guys, I think it's probably an A beer. I would give it about a 90 for the beer style. But for the price and the no enjoyed by or canned on date, I can't give it that. So it's probably going to be about an 82, but about a B minus, right around there. I would recommend getting this beer, but I would, if you can find it cheaper, I would get it. But if you're seeing it for this price point, I'm just going to leave it up to you. Let's put it that way. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to pay $3.50 for a can of beer like what I did. But this is only one beer, and I did enjoy the beer. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. It's just at the price point, I wouldn't probably get it again at this price point. I think the price needs to come down a little bit, especially for the ABV level at 6.4. Yeah, 6.4%. I don't think I'd pay this price again for it. But guys, let me know if you guys had the Ramarillo. This is a Rye IPA from the Big Lake Brewing Company out of Holland, Michigan. Let me know what you guys think, would you? And also do a like, subscribe, and hit that bell down for future notifications, would you? And as always, guys, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my spiel by now. If you've had too many of these style beers at 6.4s or even really any beer, really, and you feel you're inebriated and you kind of feel like, hey, I'm good enough to drive, but you know you guys are going to get pulled over because you're going to do the stupid sobriety test. You're going to go to jail. You're going to get court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, guys, you know you're going to jail for quite a while for that because in this day and age, it's not cool to do. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and they had to put you 6 feet under. Nobody wants to see that, all right? Sleep off your buzz. Get a taxi, Uber, Lyft, call a buddy, call a family member, ask somebody at the bar to take you back home if it even comes to that. Because it's stupid in this day and age to drive home drunk, you guys. You guys know if you guys get caught, you're going to jail. It's almost to the point of being zero tolerance now, all right? So, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Guys, let me know what you guys think of this beer if you've had it, all right? And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care.